Yo, what's up guys, Start3by9 here, and I'm bringing you this new glitch that I found on the Nuketown 2025. Now I have seen this glitch before once, and I've never been able to get into it until today, and I've got into it as many times as I want. Now with this glitch, you can see through the walls, you can see through all sorts of different things depending on what angle you're on. And I mean, as you can see, there's no gun showing, and no matter what gun you use, whether it's SMG or assault rifle, sniper rifle, everything looks the same. You just have this view with the crosshairs, and it is really easy to get your kills. Now I went absolutely mad. I'm just running around to show you, and I'm getting my kill streaks just because I can see them from miles away coming round the corners. I can see them from the reflection underneath the floor before they've even passed through any of the corners of the doors. So as you can see, anything that's metal or a couple of other random objects is usually really bright, but anything that's wooden, grass or got pavement is, as you can see through or a little bit solid. Now depending on what angle you're at, you can see through anything on this map. And the enemies are really easy to see, because as you can see, even if they sometimes blend in with the background, but as you can see, their gun glows really bright orange, so it's really easy to see the enemies coming. So I wasn't sure how I got into this glitch at first, but then I figured it out. All you have to do is join a game that is migrating host. Now once I joined this game that was migrating host, it put me into this Nuketown game. It started loading the game, then it cancelled the load, and then it started loading it again, put me back in the menu, then it started loading it again, and eventually once it put me in the game, I was just in this green mode. Now as you'll see, once this part of the gameplay finishes, they end up rage quitting because I just kept getting my kill streaks. So once the rage quit happened and I went back to the menu, I thought it was a one-off and I won't get in it again. So I ended up joining one of my friend's sessions who was playing Nuketown, and he left the game while I joined, and the same thing happened, and I ended up in a 1v1 against some kid, and I still had this. I then left the game at the end of the next gameplay. You see, after I didn't actually do this in the video, but I left the game. I set a custom game, and it carried on. So as you can see, this gameplay is slightly different. This is after the migrated host. It's slightly different. All of the floor is more see-through this time, and the brighter panels are really bright this time. It wasn't that intense the first time I played. But as you can see, the gun is a lot more easier to see on this game. So I don't know what was going on with the brightness. I don't know what that is stuck in the door. I think it's a gun someone's dropped. So as you can see, that's the brightness there. That's when it's a bit hard to see people. But once you go to the middle of the map, it was the same. Now, I had a look, and I only ever heard about this happening on Nuketown. So I thought, I'll just try and play one of the new DLC map packs. So I loaded up Studio, exactly the same. I loaded up the snow map, whatever that's called, Downhill I think it is, exactly the same. Everything's green. I don't know why it's doing it. Why it's doing it all the time on all the maps since I had that host migration glitch. But if you want to get rid of it, if you do get into it and you want to get rid of it, unfortunately you have to eject the disk and load it back up. If you just go to the dashboard, it will just keep doing it. It happened to me every time. So yeah, if you can try and get into this, if you get one of your friends to host an online public game, and you just need him to invite you as you join in. He needs to dashboard. Once he dashboards, he just needs to leave the game so it host migrates. Once he leaves the game, it should get you into a glitched loading screen, which means you're just loading up and it's not doing anything. It loads, puts you back in the lobby without you touching anything, starts loading again, and just keeps repeating until eventually you'll see the Nuketown loading screen and the bar will only be half full. If it stops at halfway and doesn't move with no writing underneath it saying synchronizing or anything, then that means it's worked. So as you can see, this glitch is incredibly good for getting kills. As you can see, I'm using the AN94 and you just can't see the weapon. It's basic and it's that good, you might as well be using an SMG in close combat. It's the same thing. And long range, you can use an SMG and it's just as accurate. So as you can see, you can even see the bullet holes glowing in the wall behind him. The knife doesn't appear, any hand movement doesn't appear. The symbols for the kill streaks are 2 bombs crossed. Don't know what that's all about. So as you can see, there's the gun close up. If you stand further away though, it is bright orange. As you can see, as you walk on the angle, it shines white though. Hope you like this video, guys. You have to try this out if you've never seen it before. It's definitely worth giving it a try. Hope you like the video, guys. Give it a green thumbs up, just like the green Nuketown. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll be putting up more glitches, tips, tricks, anything like that as soon as I get the chance. Yeah.